Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a lovely morning. Good morning, good morning. This is Marcia Weeks, and you are watching the Marcia Week Show, and this happens to be the morning edition. Is this going to be a regular thing? Do you all like this morning edition and this afternoon edition and evening edition? Hold a minute, what's going on here? But this, I had to come on today, folks. This morning, I had to come on, take time out of my busy schedule to be on with you for a short time this today, because we needed to follow up on just some of what we discussed last night about the standard of the prime minister, which last night we didn't even know the name of it. If you remember, everybody who's on, say hello to me now and share it up. It's only a couple of you on, but can you share it up for me now? We have both Facebook and we have YouTube. So can I probably I should pause a minute. I think that's what they normally do, and just let you guys share a little bit and see if a few more persons could come on. Welcome those on Facebook. So we won't say on air what we did, so I could get back my Facebook page. It was all legal, but very creative idea. Thank God for prayer and ideas, right? So while I don't have my personal page back, I now can um go live. I can go live on my Facebook page. They try all kinds of things with me, but I am glad that we are creative people, and they locked me out personally, so I've lost that personal page. But I thank God that at the moment I can still go live on my Facebook page. And believe it or not, I will make sure all of our shows that they're recorded, and I have so far I have all the copies of the shows. All right. Important, because I don't know what they'll do. I see the numbers increasing. I'll wait a little bit more. I give let's wait a little bit more, because what I have to say, it's important. And so if you're watching this, I'm going to ask you to go, if you're watching this after this the live is completed, you just start 5 minutes into when the live start thereabout, and that's when I'm going to start, so you don't waste your time hearing all of this. Okay, so folks, please share for me 1 more minute. Let's see the time, and then we're going to get started. You're going to get started. Okay, so are you sharing? This is too important. Too important. All right. Half a minute. Okay. Now, some of what I have to say today is directed towards what is called the national emblems, symbol, symbols, and celebrations advisory committee. So it's a national emblems, symbols, and celebrations advisory committee. The national emblems, symbols, and celebrations advisory committee, and it's long, so I want to make sure that I am doing justice to this committee. It's a very long name, and it is an important committee, especially if you're going to change the emblems of a country. I think a committee like this is important for them to have, and they're holding a town hall meeting, and I have some questions to pose to Barbadians as they go to the town hall meeting. Some questions. This standard or flag of the prime minister, which we have shown you last night, is they have it appearing on the podium. So it is on the podium. I do not have all of my technical any technical person working with me today, right? But let me see if I can get, if oh, I could get it up. I could get it on here. Okay. So just let me see if I can actually get that up, guys. Apologies for this wait here. But yeah, please bear with me. This is not right. Thank you. Thank you. I got it done, folks. All right. So we were able last night to show you that this design, which we have come to know at the time when we had the show last night, I didn't know what it was because I would have checked all the sites that had the emblems and I did not see it. I honestly did not see this. It's not there. In fact, there I'm being told by a past official in government that there is a handbook that is designed with all of the emblems, and this is not well, up to the handbook that they have, this is not in the handbook. Okay, so please have mercy on us. We did try, but we didn't see this. Okay, and you're going to know why we didn't see it. Okay, but we have been told by our viewers, thank you to all the viewers that have who have sent this to me. Quite a few of you have sent it to me, and you told me that is the standard of the prime minister. So I learned something last night. So with that, I then decided to do some more research. And in doing this research, I went to the site that this, now I'm calling it the standard of the prime minister, was uploaded and was highlighted. I went to that site and I did some research on that site. Okay. And this is where I want to pause and I want to thank that viewer, you know yourself, that did most of the research on this and have allowed me to be able to come on and to share it with the viewers. After I received the research from her, I was then able to go to speak with some others, people in government, presently in government, presently in the parliament, those who were past members of parliament. Okay. And believe me, I did that. All right. So we kind of, tag team on this because I want to know whenever I come to say something that I have done the whatever I can. It might not be enough. And you, even after this, you might be able to say, Marcia, but look at it this way. And that's fine. I think we have to leave room for that. So I want you to listen to what I'm saying, and you're going to be able to help me along. I might miss something. You know the number, and I will check my phone. I've got my phone here, and I promise you that I would listen to what you have to say. All right. So back to this. This standard of the prime minister, we showed you last night that this was being used in parliament since 2018. And I had you write down the years. Remember that last night, those who watched the show last night. This was used from when? 2018. Okay. Now, someone said, oh, if you had just done your research, you would have seen that it is a standard of the PM. But I wanted to look now. So you've got this. Now look at the other site that I'm going to show you. Look at this site that I'm going to show you. Now, this is Wikipedia. And this is, it's called here the flag of the Prime Minister of Barbados, but it's the same. A standard and a flag is the same thing. Okay, so I don't have it, I understand that completely. Now, when was this uploaded to Wikipedia? That was the first thing that we wanted to find out. Okay. Why is it that we did not find it with the other um, emblems? All right. So I went ahead and we looked this up. Okay. All you've got to do when you go on Wikipedia, you click on the flag. This is what I was told this morning, and I did that. And this page comes up. This tells us, this gives us a summary of the page and of the image. Do you see the date here? It says this first description, English, flag of the Prime Minister of Barbados, as per request made on Graffit's Lab of English Wikipedia. The date it was submitted, the 24th of January, 2022. The source, whoever the source, they said it's their own work. And they have an author here, okay? And they said that they're the copyright holder of it, etc., etc. Regular thing that happens on Wikipedia. Now, it was first, I showed you that, look at the file history. It was first uploaded in January 22. Remember, it was being used from 2018. And those of you who might not have seen the show last night, just go back and look at the live from last night, okay? You would be able to see it. Go towards the end of the show. And you would see that we showed you where it started. I'm not able to show you that, but it is that this was being used from 2018, okay? Now, there was a second upload was made, okay? And this was made on August 1st, 2022, okay? August 2022. And they said, they gave you the reason, the comment is that they reduced the file size. And you can see from the dimensions here, and that the file size is reduced from 330 times by 221, right, to 324 by 216. All right. So that was the reason why it was what why they said that that's a comment, but it's the same thing. All right. Now it was being used in 2018. It was uploaded. This is what now 4 years later. 4 years later, it was uploaded to Wikipedia. Okay. This so far, again, somebody can correct me. I have reached out to the clerk of Parliament to get some information. I haven't got that yet because I don't know if I don't know if there's another place where this is being shown, or any other public space. But it was put in this public space 4 years later. All right. Okay. So hold that. Any questions from anybody before we move on? Any questions? Any comments? Any questions? Any comments? Is there anything that I'm saying that is you don't understand? Because I want this to be very clear today. If you're just joining last night, I said on the show I didn't know what it was, and that I had reached out to several persons who were individuals who had served in government, right? And they did not know, current persons in Parliament, and they didn't know what it was. So I am offering a suggestion. I'm submitting why nobody knew what it was. Okay, we now know what it is. Okay, Steve Moore says it looks like she's here to stay. That's your thought on it, but I hope you're following what I'm saying to you today. All right, this is important. Now, when that occurred, my brain started to work. I'm not a journalist, but I did accounting, and I'm very analytical. And so I start to do some, my brain is going now. So Okay, so if it was only put here 2022, started in 2018, what happened before 2018? Anybody's wondering that? Is there anybody wondering what about all the prime ministers? Can you list the names of the prime ministers? I was going to supposed to research it, but I was so busy doing because I know them, but I wanted to put them in order. Can somebody put in order for me in the comment section the prime ministers? Just go ahead and do that for me. Let's do it together. Can someone put in order for me? So here we know at the bottom we have Honorable Mia Motley. Okay, she's who is in power. Before that we had Frundels. Before her, not that. Before the Honorable Mia Motley, we had Honorable Frundell Stewart. Before Honorable Frundell Stewart, we had Honorable David Thompson. Yes. Before Honorable David Thompson, we have Honorable Owen Arthur. Seymour Arthur. Okay. Before Honorable Owen Arthur, we had Honorable Sandiford, Erskine Sandiford. Am I correct? Huh? Before Sandiford, that's where it gets. We had. Is it Adams? We had. No, Barrow. What's wrong with me? Errol Barrow. Right before Barrow, we had somebody help me. I'm mixing up. Before Sandiford, we had there's Tom Adams, right? I was right. I feel like I'm messing up after I'm messing up. I have first Owen, I have Erskine Sandiford, Owen Arthur, David Thompson, Frundell Stewart, Honorable Mia Motley. Tell me what happens before that. Right, I know Barrow was first, right? So I'm working up to him. Okay, so Barrow is first, Honorable Errol Barrow is first, and then you have you then have Tom Adams. Yes? And then what happens after that? Oh, yes. Where is Bree St. John? That's what I'm missing. Is he after Tom Adams? I told you all right. Right. No, I don't, listen, I don't mind making a fool of myself. I know I don't, if I tell you I don't know, I don't know. So I'm having difficulty between after Tom Adams. Who is after Tom Adams? Bree St. John. Okay, thank you. Oh, and after Bree St. John, who is it? Thank you, Kenny Prentice. After Bree St. John, who is it? Thank you, Steve Moore. After Bree St. John, who is it? As I told you, I should have, but I was busy calling around, trying to get the Parliament, the Clerk of Parliament, everybody trying to get information. Um, okay, so nobody telling me who after Bree St. John is that? Mr. Barrow again? Okay, nobody's telling me anything. So I guess you all don't know either. Let me check my phone. I know if Miss McLean is watching, she's gonna come and tell me what it is. Oh, see my dictionary and my Britannica has sent me message. Yes. Okay. So my Errol Barrow, Tom Adams, Honor Harold Bernard St. John, then Errol Barrow, right? Again, right. That's it there. That's where it's getting fuzzy. Then Lord Erskine, Sandiford, then Owen Arthur, David Thompson, Frondon Stewart, Mia Motley. So those of you like myself who might not know, I was mixing up. I got fuzzy. I never understood where Bree St. John came in. That's my problem. So Errol Barrow, Tom Adams, and then it's Bree St. John, and then we're back to Errol Barrow, and then we have Lord Erskine, Sandiford, then Owen Arthur, David Thompson, Frondell Stewart, Mia Motley. Yes, yes. Thank you, folks. Thank you, guys. Now, These prime ministers here, okay, all of these prime ministers, I can tell you this as a fact. None of them used this flag of the prime minister. Are you hearing me? M. Gardner, Steve Moore, Angel Humble, Kenny Prentice, um, um, all of you on here today. None of these prime ministers, and I'm going to try, as I'm talking to you, try to get this sent to put it up. I want to show you all. I think if I just search prime ministers of Barbados, this page will come up. See, I'm doing what Dave does. So that's why. All righty. All righty. We're in business. We're in business here. So all of these prime ministers, okay? All of these prime ministers here, all of them, there is not one of them. One, Errol Barrow, Tom Adams, Sir Bernard St. John, Errol Barrow, Erskine Sandiford, Owen Arthur, David Thompson, Fronda Stewart. Not one of them had a standard, had a flag of the prime minister. I want that to sink in. Not one of these prime ministers that you see on my screen here. And if you find one that had a flag, come and show it to me. I might be wrong. There is none of these, dead or living. I spoke this morning with the only living prime minister that we have. Thank God he's still alive. The Right Honorable Fronda Stewart, PCQC. Yes? In office for 7 years. He served 7 years in office. Right here in this picture with his in this picture, he appears to have, see there, look on him lapel. He has the flag. You see how we do this? You see how this is done? You see the emblems on there? On his left breast. This is how it's done. Folks, none of these prime ministers that served Barbados so well, none of them, you have both B's and D's, and all of them left some kind of legacy on Barbados. If you were to take off your party hat, you would say all of them. If you're a DLP, you will have to admit that Owen Arthur was a very good prime minister. So was Fronda Stewart. We're beginning to realize that now, after a lot of us have stopped drinking the Kool-Aid, or we've allowed the Kool-Aid to pass through our system. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? I had a conversation and I asked him, sir, can I call your name today? Can I say I spoke to you? He said, you can, because you're telling the truth. This is the Honorable Fronda Stewart, who is basically a walking encyclopedia. This man has so much information. And yes, I know what we're seeing online, but I want to ask the seniors. Yesterday, I took the time to ask the seniors when this viewer sent it to me, because it didn't originate with me. It's the wonderful viewers that I have that sent this research to me. And then what I did my own. And what I did, I called now people those present in Parliament, current members of Parliament, who were like, what is this? They're in parliament and didn't even see it. And have served Barbados for years. Those who are former parliamentarians, no, Marcy, I've never seen this. Just regular seniors in Barbados. My seniors, I love my seniors. And they said, Marcia, what? What is that? We never seen that before. Now we're able to tell you what it is. It is called the Standard of Barbados. That was it. Is it? Do you agree that it's fair to say that this was created for the prime minister, the current prime minister of Barbados? That's what I would conclude. I don't know what you would conclude. This was created solely for the current prime minister of Barbados. And she started with this flag of the prime minister in 2018. The big question is why? There are quite a number of questions that we have to ask. It's why? Why would this be important? Why would this be important? Can anybody, let's make some, why would, if all of these other prime ministers did not have it, why would this particular prime minister need to have the flag of the PM? And when I asked that, I tried to be objective. I said, probably because we became a republic. But then, we didn't become a republic in 2018. Why did we need this new emblem? Hmm? Can anybody come up with, give me a reason you think why this prime minister would choose to have a flag of the PM or a PM standard, their own flag? She has her own flag. Why? I want to hear from you before I tell you what. This is not my opinion because I don't know. I've never spoken to the prime minister, so I can only give you my opinion. But my opinion might not be, you might say it's not objective. So let me hear from you. Can you write in the comment section why this PM, not this one on the screen, this one here, would have their own flag that every time they speak in parliament, and it's buried, they make sure it's there. It is used, and they use the Catholic tax and tack it on. It's so important that she speaks behind this flag of the PM. I want you to think why. The next question I would have to ask, somebody wrote here, all in a sinister attempt to create a legacy for herself. That's why she allegedly removed or destroyed Errol Walton Barrow clothing, etc., and blamed it on Ninja Man. Is that what you think? You're trying to say that your opinion is that, are you trying to say that this is her subliminally, in a subliminal way, trying to enthrone herself as the monarch among us or elevated among us? And it's been done in parliament. So in 2018 she had the other 29 there, and though she was prime minister, is it that she still needed to elevate herself a bit more to say, I am ruling here? This, I got a flag. You all others don't have any flag on yours, on your podium. I got a flag. Part of the legacy to be left. They want to erase history and everything to do with Right Honorable Errol Walton Barrow, that she calls him Uncle Errol. Do you think she wants to She calls him Uncle Errol. Do you think that she really wants to erase his legacy? Any other thoughts out there? Mm? Somebody says here, this looks like she is here to stay. I don't know. It's very, I don't know about you, but this is giving, as the young people say, it's giving an insecurity that you are among your other 29 and you got to elevate yourself now. You got to put on a little something extra on yourself when you speak. You're already prime minister. No other prime minister felt the need to have a flag of the PM. Very interesting. Now, yes, she's sovereign and she rules. She is falsely trying to create herself as a monarch. I know a lot of you are listening, but you don't want to type. Listen, this is part of a bigger problem. You might say, but Marcia, it's only a little piece of cloth, but there's a pattern here. There's a pattern. There is a pattern. Now, the next question is, all emblems, all emblems go through a legislative process. All emblems must become law before they are used. It has to go through the process. Lower house, upper house become law. I don't know. I told you I'm trying to reach um the parliament to know where can I find this law. Did this become law? It's possible that it became law because remember now in 2018 it was all of them. It was just the 30 of them. The next person I wanted to check with was Mr. Atherley, Reverend Atherley, who had become leader of the opposition in 2018 to know whether there was any debate about this. I can't find where there was any debate. But I know you're up there and you probably can find. There might have been debate in Parliament about it. Albeit they would have been debating among themselves because it was all of them inside there. Mr. Atherley, I don't know if I believe he had crossed by then. So where was the debate? Was there debate about this? Is this made into law as yet? Or I'm asking questions, just like I did last night, and people answered so that we could have had a follow up. Or is it that we're going to now hear about it at this meeting that is being held by the National Emblems Society and Celebration Advisory Committee this evening? I I propose to you that these are questions that you need to ask when you go there this evening. Is this emblem, this flag of Barbados, flag of the Prime Minister, has it been made into law? Has this passed through the legislative process? Because this is telling us all what we need to know already. This is telling us about somebody. My opinion on it, this person is self-serving. This an action of someone like this looks to me like somebody who's insecure, who needs all of this pump to to elevate them. And it gives you a clue as to what is happening with Errol Barrow's legacy. And I didn't say a fact, a clue. It gives you an idea of who you have governing you and why certain decisions are made. Why it is at the UN, Miss McLean has said it to us many times, that Frondel Stewart, the Right Honorable Frondel Stewart, allowed the foreign minister to go to the UN. In fact, when I look here, the Honorable Frondel Stewart went to the UN probably about 3 times. No. Sorry, Errol Barrow went to the UN 3 times. 3 times he went to the UN. 1, 2, 3. I want to show you who is running this country. You could count on one hand, probably 2 fingers, how many times the Minister of Foreign Affairs went and spoke at the UN. The current one, every time the Prime Minister goes. But if you don't have your seniors, you see why I love the seniors. The little young ones, the millennials and the Gen Zs, they don't understand these things. That's why the seniors are so important, because they give me the tea. They're the ones who give me the facts. And the seniors are telling me, Marcia, you are looking at someone here on your screen that is very much insecure and needs to be propped up. Needs to be propped up, need to be lauded. You got to praise them and praise them and praise them and praise them. And so they give you the Kool-Aid to drink. So you would praise and praise and praise. And when you don't do that, you become enemy number 1. So when we go tonight to this meeting in the Queen's Park Steel Shed, we got lots of questions to ask. Very important. And I know that they must be listening. They must be listening. Huh? As I said, these are questions that must be answered. Yeah? Who sanctioned this? Did this committee sanction it? The committee that has been set up to deal with the National Emblem Symbols and Celebration Advisory Committee. Any member of the committee that's listening, did you sanction this flag of the PM? Was it sanctioned by this committee? Is there official legislation? When was it made official? Was it made official 4 years after it was used and put on, it was put on Wikipedia 4 years later? And then who designed it and what is the meaning behind the design? Who designed this? I'm asking this so that you can help with the research, because this is our country, right? And we are the loyal opposition. And so we're the one doing this dissecting of this here today because you brought it to my attention. Now, is there a rule? Does anybody know? if there is a rule that the coat of arms should only be displayed on a plain background, which probably is why they have the white part of it plain, right? But then they have all of this tassel and all of that on there as well. What is the meaning behind the design? Now, somebody said, but Marcia, you're nitpicking about design. We have to ask because I told you last night that I'm entirely convinced that the trip to Ghana with the flag and the flag being lowered into a grave and wrapped around a coffin is a ritual. I was told by someone who is involved in, who is a high priestess. And they said, but Marcia, that's a ritual. And they said, we don't do rituals without blood sacrifice. Rituals are not done without blood sacrifice. So don't tell me that I'm nitpicking to ask about what the design means. Because usually, correct me again if I'm wrong, designs or emblems would have you would have the interpretation of the design going along with the emblem. Am I right or wrong? I'm open to your correction. But from when I look at flags, I was looking at flags of different countries, and each country would say the red is for this or this is for that, and it explains, the coat of arms. We understand the coat of arms. But do we understand the circle? What is that circle? Why the tassel was used? Why the white? We have to understand what does it mean? What's the interpretation? Because this is not just an emblem for the prime minister. This becomes a national emblem. Am I right with that or wrong? And if it is a national emblem, shouldn't we have an interpretation of the national emblem? When is this used? Is this going to be in the handbook of the emblems? And this is what we're asking the National Emblems, Symbols and Celebration Advisory Committee. Is this part of the handbook for the national emblems, the emblems of Barbados? When is this supposed to be used? So with the coat of arms, they will tell you through the legislation, and the handbook will tell you when you use the coat of arms, how to use the coat of arms, right? Okay, all of that would be in the handbook. So the question here is, how is it supposed to be used? I'm asking this committee. You're supposed to be an external committee. I want to ask this extra. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. When is it supposed to be used, and why why is it being used? All national emblems are legislated. Was this? It could have been, and it could have gone through without any debate. It's possible because remember had everybody. They had all 30. Okay. Although at that time, I believe that we had Reverend Atherley would have crossed at that time. But the question is, did it just pass through easily? And this is one of the other reasons, folks, why we should never, I don't care, I'm not advocating here, that UPP, DLP, or whatever, whoever to win government. My song has always been, we need a strong opposition. Obviously, each party is going to want to be the government. You understand what I'm saying? Let's be fair about that. But what I'm saying is that we should never, regardless of who is in government, never allow 30 again. But I've been told by people in those realms, that even the two elections, rituals were done for those two elections. Those two elections, I'm being told that rituals were done. I'm not saying who did any rituals, but rituals were done to secure victory for those two elections. So I'm not sure what is going to happen now. And somebody here is saying, we just heard about this committee that came out of, I don't know if this is a committee that been set up under other governments, because it would seem like they would need to have a committee like this. But the first time we heard about the committee was just a couple weeks ago. When was the committee set up? What was its mandate? Who are its members? Who is it accountable to? These are fair questions, don't you think? Look at the screen. It's coming from you. When was the committee set up? What was its mandate? Who are its members? Who is it accountable to? If we had more members of the opposition inside of parliament, we would not need to be doing this right now. Mr. Thorne cannot by himself. He's only one man. That's a family. He can't do everything. That's why we exist. We meaning the people of Barbados, not Marcia Weeks and the Marcia Weeks show, the people of Barbados, because this probing and this investigation is coming from you. I am just the mouth of it. And as I vowed to myself, I must check these things out before I come on. Yeah. And I'm not sure who, I'm not sure who this person is saying to me to keep out of Barbados's business. I am Barbadian. If you don't know, just know that. And because I am Barbadian, and not only Barbadian, but I've represented Barbados overseas, I have all right to ask any question that I want to ask, and Barbados is my business. Yes, wonderful. So now that we have clarified that, because a lot of you don't know that. I guess you missed the show when I brought my passport to show you. Yeah, Barbados is my business. Okay, I've made it my business all these years. I travel and I represent this country, and I take care of the people in this country for years, not just from this show. Okay, so just so you understand that. All right, wonderful. So thank you, Neville. Neville, we got it. Thank you, Neville Bradwell. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So this is what, and the last question, based on how this was done, do you think it's a fair question that we can ask this committee, the National Emblem, Symbols, and Celebration Advisory Committee? We want to ask you, are you just coming to us now to talk to us about emblems because you're ready to make changes, official changes? Are these emblems that you are coming to the people with, are they already created? Do you have is this just what's the word I'm looking for? Have you made decisions already and you're just coming to ask us? You're just having the meeting. just to say that we had a town hall. Thank you, Sonny. That's what I was saying. Paying lip service. National Emblems, Symbols, and Celebration Advisory Committee. Are you just paying lip service to us? Was this already established in the same way that are these emblems already decided on the same way that this was decided on, and we, the people, knew nothing about a new emblem of Barbados? Huh? That is the big question. Is this lip service, or have they already decided on emblems? And then the question is, someone said, which is what I had asked before. I said, I wonder if it's because we're going, that we've gone republic and everything is so delayed. Is that why all of a sudden they're having this committee is meeting and they're looking at our emblems again because we became a republic? But I thought that when I checked with a couple of senators and they said, but oh no, we have already stripped ourselves. And I checked senators and parliamentarians on both sides. Don't fool yourself. And they said, no, but we've already removed anything to do with the crown already. All of that is done. That was done already. So even they are wondering what this is all about. People inside there, they're wondering, what is this really all about? Did we say we had anybody write petitions to say we need to relook, and we need to reassess our emblems? Who asked for the revision of these emblems? Who did? Who did? So this is what I want us to, and we have to be very, very vigilant. I want to thank the viewer who educated me on this and who saw it and asked a question, and I want to say kudos to that particular person. And I want to say that this is what we want of our media. All right, this is the kind of things that we want of the media. I would love if the media can take this up and run with it. This is important. And I always draw reference with the US. This could not happen in the US without questions being asked about it. The media would be all over this. Thank you to the viewer who did this. And thank you to all of the form all of the everyone who I was able to um interview, did my own research. Thank you for those who answered my questions. I want to thank you to the viewers last night who sent me the information to tell me what this is, because I didn't know what it was. Okay, but I thank you. By the end of the show, I was able to put out a small little video just to say that it is a standard of the PM. I did that because I would like to be true to what I am doing. So once I knew, I put it out last night. And now this morning, this is number 3. I'm following it up with this. Yes? Yes, Dr. Charleston Brathwaite is a chairman of the committee. Ask Mr. Right, Mr. Charleston Brathwaite, please. Dr. Chelston Brathwaite. Let's give him his correct title. And he's the chairman of the committee, and ask these questions, please. And as we get more answers that comes to us, we will then we will let you we will bring that to your attention. Okay, folks? So that's it for today. One thing I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to ask you kindly to share this live. Can you share the live for me, please? I need it to go out far and wide. Share the live for me, please. All right? Please. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful morning. Right? Get back to your chores. Those who are resting, you're probably going to the beach. Whatever you have to do today, enjoy. All right? And always put God first. God bless you. Love you all. Thank you, viewers. God bless you. Bye bye.